Welcome to Pat Moriarty Surf. I'm here to spread some stoke and prove that with a little bit of training and a little bit of adventure, anyone can go from a kook to chasing some of the best waves on planet Earth. I'm here to provide you with educational, entertaining, and relatable surf content. Subscribe, follow my progress, and support the dream. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. My name is Pat Moriarty. We are back with another episode of Pat Moriarty Surf. And today I just hit the camera and I wrote up a script for a video, but I'm not really feeling that right now. Just gonna sort of speak for the next 10 minutes and tell you guys about my trip, what's been going on, and surfing and everything like that. So I've got here to Sumbawa like 2.5 weeks ago. Everything has been super fun, meeting good people, surfing a bunch. Swell was pretty chill, and then 2 days ago, the Indian Ocean just lit up, and I had, two of the best days of surfing of my life, really. It was like 6 to 8 feet, which is like a really good size for this place, and sort of for my skill level at the moment. I think anything bigger would have been a little bit sketchy. There are other breaks that break like super heavy around here, and I checked out one of them midday. It was like this pretty slabby right-hander, so it's my backside, and there were some sets that were rolling in that were proper like triple overhead, just absolutely insanely big. And that's when I really felt like, all right, this is maybe a little too big for me right now. With that said, that's the way you get better at surfing, and you face your fears, and you build this experience, and sort of through experience you are able to sort of quell those fears a little bit, manage them. I mean, they never go away. It's just a human instinct to see a big mountain of water moving towards you, and it's pretty scary. But yeah, it's been really as good of a trip as I can ask for in Indo. The second day of the swell, I was out for 7.5 hours, and I was able to get some clips from the morning session. Throughout the day, I sort of was able to dial in that wave a bit better, but I got like 7 or 8 waves in the morning session, and I was trying so hard to do like a big swooping bottom turn, hike up into the pocket of the wave, and slow down and let that barrel sort of spit over my head, and I just didn't quite have the timing right. It's a really tricky thing to do when you're going full speed, to try and like see where that wave is forming, slow down, hike up into the barrel, and then grab the wall to sort of slow yourself down. So I thought throw the clips of that in here, and I was just working on it. I got about 2.5, 3 hours in the morning session. Went to the other wave that I talked about before that was just like maxing out, super huge. Didn't really catch anything special there. Like the local boys really hold that wave down, and that's my backside as well. So it was just like super big and scary. And then like I had a few where I would drop in, grab my rail, and then like it's just a super fast closeout. So a little bit outside my range there, but still good to be in the water, good to test yourself, good to sort of face these sketchier waves and whatnot. And then I went back out in front for paddled out at like 3. It was like 3 to a little after 6, so another 3 hours. And finally, I was able to get the timing right on that barrel section of the wave, and it was just absolutely perfect. It was a really cool experience. So like drop in, or first off actually, it's sort of like a local crew that holds down the lineup. There was a wave coming through, and the boys let me have it. The local guy was like, "You on it?" I was like, yeah, I'm on it. Start paddling, which doesn't usually happen. Like they usually take all the good waves that come through. Paddle, sort of a roll in, do my bottom turn, and then I just see the waves start to form. And what I would have done in the morning was like slow up a little bit too much and sort of revert to my poopy stance, stick my butt out, and sort of just get in the tube and not really even plan to make it out. But what I did in this one is I hiked up, and then I started 1-2 pump down the line, take a high line, and then start pumping. And as I did that, pumping, getting low, the wave just forms, throws right over me, perfect tunnel vision. It's like this light blue turquoise water, and the sun's just starting to set as well, or maybe let's call it like, it was like 5 o'clock, we'll call it, so it's still like enough to be shining through the back of the wave, just turquoise vortex, 1 pump, 2 pump, and then it starts to spray a little bit in front of me, and then I just shoot out the front of it, and yeah, I couldn't contain myself, to be honest. I know you're supposed to act like you've been there before and everything, but literally shot through it, fist bumps in the air, and that's like the end section of the wave sort of, so that's where the Grommies are, and they sort of take the scraps, and the Grommies were so fired up, they were hooting and hollering, like, they were like, there was one Grom who's like, oh, you were so happy, and I was looking at him, I was like, yeah, dude, like, that was my first clean barrel that I just spit out of, so I was high-fiving with them, and yeah, went back to the lineup, thank the boys for letting me have it, and then, like, the rest of the session, I just I wasn't even concerned with catching a wave. I was just chilling out there. And, I mean, still caught a few good ones other than that, but it was like my day was made. So, really cool feeling to be in the water for that long, be chasing that feeling. Like, I knew I had it in me. I knew I had the skill to do it. It's just about working out the timing, getting sort of lucky with a wave. And, yeah, I was able to make it happen, so. But I checked with the film crew. There's guys up in the tower, and there's someone who was in the tower, but he was working for someone else. I didn't hire anyone. I didn't really think to do that. But next fall, I'll definitely hire someone. And yeah, it's a really good day of swell. Really good day of swell. And yeah, I don't think there's anything on the horizon as far as like crazy swells happening in Indo. Maybe in April, but rest of the month should be just sort of grovel waves, working on my turns, things like that. So yeah, it's an update from me, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching these videos, and as always, a like, subscribe, comment goes a long way in helping me out. So yeah, thanks guys.